Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode at the Cantina podcast. My name's Tony, your host with the most, or Tonylatorta, or whatever you beautiful people want to call me today. And today, I'm back with Rambo.
What up, guys?
So what's up to your fans?
What up, guys? This is your compa Rambo. Back at it again.
Back at it again. How you been, dude?
Good, and you?
Not that great, but
Okay.
we're here, we're chilling.
You look a little bit stressed out.
Dude, if I were to get into it, I'd be getting in trouble again when I got home. So I'm just not going to get into that. How's work, dude? How's everything?
Everything's been good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good, dude. That's good.
Okay, you're ready for the spooky season you said you were going to open up and stuff?
Oh, yeah. The spooky season, bro. It's time to get spooky and mischief and all that. Ghouls and all that stuff. Yeah. It's like as soon as August hits or like the middle of August hits, everybody gets like into that. You know what I mean? Like the Ugg boots come out. The spiced lattes start coming out.
You see me?
And then, I don't know, it's a good thing. But yeah, I wanted to get into that again. Just with everything going on. There's a couple of things that I've talked about, like off camera and stuff like that we want to go try. I think we're going to get in a little vlog action maybe at that one place.
You know the name for it?
Yeah, no, I don't.
You don't?
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
I know what you're talking about. I actually seen it on, someone posted it up on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to go there to try the food, but I haven't.
I have like the name in my head, but I just can't say it. I don't remember what it's called. Something. I don't know. Ni pa qué decirte que sí.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, that place. We're going to go check it out, and hopefully we can bring someone from there over here, not a spirit. Because we don't believe in that stuff. But speaking of that, today's topic, we're talking about the Ouija board. And we've talked about the Ouija board on the show a lot of times. And I just kind of wanted to get your take on if you believe. I believe that we believe in the same way. But I just want to get your point of view with the Ouija board.
What do you know about the Ouija board, though?
What do I know about the Ouija board?
Yeah.
Que es el diablo.
That's all you know?
Basically. Well, I know that it's like a way for you to talk to spirits, I guess. To talk to spirits on the other side and to communicate. But, like, you can pick up a lot of bad stuff on the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can get possessed. You can invite demons into your house.
Well, supposedly, they use it to talk to, like, you said, like, people that want to talk to their past members and stuff.
Yeah.
But you open a portal, then you don't know who's coming through that portal.
Yeah.
And demons usually lie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Have you ever played it?
Me? No. I have never played it. I never thought about playing it. It's just like one of those things where, like, it's very, like, taboo. You know what I mean? Like, it's like me lo pusieron tanto en la cabeza that you can't play that game because of the consequences. So I'm like, I'm just terrified to.
Do they even sell that stuff at the store still?
Yeah, they have it at Target.
Oh, they have it at Target? Just
Yeah.
at Target?
Target, I think I've seen it at Walmart.
Because I haven't seen them at Walmart for a while.
No?
I remember I used to see them at Walmart.
I remember I used to see them at Toys R Us a lot. And when I first I was like, what the fuck is this?
Imagine doing this in the box. I remember I used to say like 8 years and plus.
Yeah. It was like for kids young kids. Imagine you're just like 8, you don't really know what you're doing. It's like all the movies, you know, like in The Conjuring and like the Ouija and all that stuff, where like a little girl or a little boy usually like makeshift one, and empiezan a jugar and all hell breaks loose. And
Do you have any family members that played it though? Or
I think my mom has.
Oh, your mom has?
Yeah, and my mom has.
Good.
Yeah, and that's the one that told me no, I'd never play that and all this stuff. And like,
has she had like has she said why not to play it though? Like,
she just said it's like, well, what she used to say is like, oh, no es de Dios. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she never really went into detail about it. She just said, oh, no es de Dios.
well, I got a couple stories, dude.
You played it?
No, I haven't played it.
Oh, shit.
I was close. I was about to play it.
Yeah?
I should have done more, looked into it more, but I got caught up at work. And then our guest, Aaron, was supposed to be here.
No, he's not.
And he's not. Fucking
Aaron. If you're watching this, Aaron, you better be getting those gains, bro, because SMH.
Anyways, dude, the only thing I know, and I forgot the name, I should have wrote it down. I know that it was invented by a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was used with Chinese people using World War I or something like that. World War II, I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wanted to look more into it, but like I said, dude, I've been so busy at work, I haven't.
No, you're fine, dude. I get it.
But it's fucking crazy, dude. The only stories that I have is that I don't even know where to start. I got like 3.
Yeah. Well, like rank them like not scary, kind of scary.
Okay, let's start with the one that's not that scary.
Like amateur, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have my sister that I think she played it in Mexico.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The one that always comments, or
No,
okay.
my older sister.
All right.
So anyway, she played it. I think she played it in Mexico. I'm not talking to her right now so much, so
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be able to give you the whole information, but I know she played it, right?
Right.
And ever since she played it, dude, she says that a guy follows her everywhere.
Neta?
Yeah. And the reason every time, like you said, growing up, my mom always said, like, hey, cosa del diablo, no jueguen esa cosa. And always, like, back of our heads, like, nunca jueguen esa cosa, no se juega, don't play around with that, that's really bad, and shit like that. So we never played it. And anyways, so I think my sister played it, and she said this guy always followed her. And, like, she has stories to tell us that she told us that one day she was taking a shower, and out of nowhere, they turned off the lights. And she was screaming for her husband, and her husband wouldn't come. And she got out of the shower, turned the lights on, and they keep flicking it on her. And then the second time she flicked it on and looked towards the shower, I guess there was a guy. Like, she never explained how the guy looked. Mm-hmm. She just said, like, she knew it was a guy, basically probably like a guy shadow.
Oh, okay. Like it just gave you like that.
The vibe of a guy.
Yeah.
And she started freaking out. And I think she's the only sister that I have, dude, that everywhere she goes, doesn't matter where she goes, she's always been like haunted or how do you say that? Haunted or spooked out or La persiguen pues donde quiera que va. One day she was at the mall and I guess we were walking around. You know how in the mall they put those were to win cars. You get signed up and you win a car or whatever.
Yeah.
And she looked inside the window and her face just went pale. And that's why I know she's not lying, dude, because
you were there.
I was there and her face just went pale and we're all trying to like, hey, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? And she just pointed to the car, dude. And then we all looking inside the car and everything. We didn't see nothing. And she just kept pointing the car. And then when she came down and could talk again, she told us there was a skull guy in there.
What?
And it's the same guy around the story. Is the same guy that follows her. And then that was like the second one. And then the third one is she calls me one day and she's like, hey, I just want to tell you that you're my best brother. I love you. Take care. If anything happens to me. And she was crying though. And I was freaking out. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, you're already imagining.
Yeah, and she's all like, just know that I love you and blah, one night and shit like that. And then I'm like, well, hey, calm down, what's going on? And I guess a car pulled, she was crossing the street and a car pulled over and she said it was La Muerte that she saw.
Fuck?
Yeah, yeah. So I told her, hey, don't do nothing stupid, just calm down, wait where you're at, we'll go pick you up. And we went to pick her up and she was just crying and estaba pálida pues. And that was like the third one.
What the
and then the fourth one is, you know how... cuando hacen las quinceañeras, ¿cómo te sacan foto?
Oh, yeah,
con el cuadro grande.
Yeah.
Well, it was my sister's, my second sister, the one that comments all the time.
Yeah.
It was her quinceañera, and we had it hanged up on the wall, and then she just started screaming that the guy wasn't there. And that was the one that fucking put like chills in my spine, dude, because I remember me and my cousin were in a room, and then I just started hearing my mom, like, talking, like, cussing and saying swear words in Spanish. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, como like, salte.
Yeah. And then me and my cousin like, hey, let's go downstairs, see what is going on. So we were walking down the stairs. As we were walking down the stairs, my cousin just fucking goes pale. And like, I look at him and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, someone's sitting on the sofa. And then at the time, everything was going on. So at the time I look at the sofa, my mom is screaming at the picture. And my other sister's just crying, and then everybody's just freaking out at the house. And it went on like for a half an hour, dude, where my mom was yelling at the picture, like, get out of here, we don't need you, nobody invited you, and doing her Mexican shit, dude.
Yeah.
And my sister cried, dude. My cousin by the stairs all pale, surprised he was in shock whatever he saw. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And that was the time I was like, I was spooked out the most.
But you could just feel like the energy, like change, because they say like
I just felt the energy. I just felt the energy because imagine, dude, you're walking the stairs, your cousin next to you just fucking stops and he's all pale. Yeah. Then you look downstairs and your mom is screaming, your sister's the other one is screaming, and then the other one's crying on the sofa, kind of like the las películas de terror, güey. Mm-hmm. Así.
Did your mom ever tell you like what she saw, like what? Did you guys talk about the situation?
So yeah, we talked about it, but my mom, nobody ever saw nothing. It was only my older sister that saw that person, and it followed her through the. I don't know if it still follows her,
Mm-hmm.
but everywhere she goes, it follow her. And the reason I'm bringing the stories up is because they say when you play the Ouija board and you open a portal, you have to close it.
Yeah, I've heard
If
that.
not, it follows you.
Yeah, whatever came through to talk to you, like te sigue como quien dice.
Sigue. So I don't know what if she didn't close it. I don't know how because I don't know. I always ask myself this question. I don't know if when you touch that, what is that called?
It's like the eye. No?
Yeah, it's like
Eye
the
or something
triangle.
like that? Yeah.
I don't know what is the proper.
What was that? Planchette. No, the planchette.
Yeah. So when you
Thanks,
touch that,
Skyler.
a lot of people say. I heard a lot of people say that it's your gut feeling.
Oh.
So you ask questions and your gut feeling moves it. Like you move it basically,
Oh,
but it comes from your gut. Like you feel moving it there.
like almost like unconditionally, you're moving it.
Kind of. That's really like I feel like yes. I feel like that's I don't know. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard other people that it moves by itself. So I have an aunt that played it, and I asked her because I was kind of like curious, like does it move by itself?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I looked it up on TikTok, it's like no, it doesn't move by itself. You kind of have that gut feeling, and you move it. So you ask a question and like your tu doble sentido, I don't know what you want to call it, your
Like
gut
sixth
feeling,
sense,
your sixth sense, whatever you want to call it, and then you move it.
What?
But my aunt says that when she played it, she never, she always thought it was her friend moving it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have never talked to someone that actually played it and can tell me like if it moves by itself or your gut feeling moves it. So I wouldn't be able to tell you that, but those were the stories I have about my sister. And then I was so close to playing it. One day my aunt, she used to play it. So the aunt I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
she used to play it. So when I asked her and she's like, oh, it's your gut feeling. And she just told us what she did when she was young. And then we're like, well, let's just play it then. And then I think it was me, my aunt, my cousin, otra prima. So it was like 6 of us. I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did, but supposedly, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but supposedly they went and got a black cat. Supposedly they killed it, and they put the blood over the tombstone and put the Ouija board and mentioned the person's name.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wasn't there for none of that part.
You just kind of got there.
So yeah, I just got there after that. I don't know if they were just telling us that to spook us out.
Yeah.
But supposedly one of her friends did all that shit. And then we met up at her apartment, and they turned off all the lights. They turned candles on. It was like 6 of us around the table, and she had us holding hands, and then we'll be like, whatever the person's name was, like, hey, we invite you to come in this board and play with us. They said that 6 times, dude. That the board wouldn't move, but then I got spooked out. I'm like, fuck this shit. What am I doing here? So me and my 3 cousins, the guy cousins, his name is Andres and Jason. We just got up and left the room. And then after a while, they came out of there, and I'm like, what happened? Did it work? And they're like, no, it didn't work. And that's how close I was to playing it, but luckily, I didn't play it.
It's almost like your intuition kind of told you, don't play this. Like, get out of there, no? In a way?
In a way, I feel like if it would moved, I would probably stay there.
Yeah, because I feel like you're very...
But it took 6 tries. It took 6 tries. So I can be like, fuck this shit. What am I doing here?
I don't know. I feel like we're very curious people. Porque también, I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like I've been wanting to play it just to see, like, what's this about. But at the same time, like, the little voice in my head says, no, don't, because there's consequences to this shit.
Well, supposedly, they say when you play and you get spooked out, you're not supposed to take your hands off.
No, because that, like, basically
Supposedly.
invites it in, no?
Supposedly, you can let it in. You're supposed to stay with your hands on it.
Uh-huh.
And the scary movies I've seen the scary movie,
Right
like,
away.
you're not supposed to take your hands off because supposedly the spirit can go inside of you.
Oh, what the...
So whatever you do, you got to keep your hands on. I don't know if that's true. And then the Mexican, like our community says, if you ever play it, there's like bad luck that follows you.
Yeah, I've heard of that. That, like, you're, like, basically doomed.
Yeah.
Can't
So
get
you gotta find some way to close the portal, someone to get rid of it. Because supposedly if you buy it and you play it too, you can't get rid of it.
No,
Like you'll throw it away and it'll appear back to you.
Yeah, I heard of that too.
So I have a who is it? I think it's my wife's aunt that said that when she was younger she bought it and she would play with it. And when it was time to get rid of it, well, not time to get rid of it, but when she felt like she needed to get rid of it,
Mm-hmm.
I guess they told her like you gotta throw it away, like you gotta like what she told me was they told her you gotta drive far away and then you gotta throw it away and then book it out of there without turning back. Cause don't ever turn back supposedly, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess she went out and did that, but then I guess she couldn't help it and she turned back. And when she turned back, I don't know. She said she can't explain what she saw. That it was following her.
What the fuck?
So she started freaking out and told the guy from the motorcycle to fucking go faster. And ever since that, I guess she's has bad luck. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what she said. And then, but that aunt of my wife, she's always been haunted too, like my sister.
Oh really?
Yeah, cause well, my cuñada told me the story. Mm-hmm. So I guess one day, she called my mother-in-law. I think it was her sister. So there's like 3 sisters basically. The one that played it, and then one that went over her house because the kids called her, mm-hmm. and there's my mother-in-law. So I guess the aunt that played it, I don't know what she started doing at the house, but had all the kids freaked out. So the kids called her other sister, and her other sister comes and she freaks out too, and then they decided to call my mother-in-law. And I guess my mother-in-law at that time, she was by herself and she didn't have nobody to go with. So I guess my older cuñada, shout out to Alma, I guess told her like, hey, acompáñame, que algo está pasando en la casa de tu tía. So I guess my sister-in-law was fucking spooked out, dude, but she's like, I'm not going to leave my mom go by herself.
Yeah, she's like,
so yeah. What happens if something happens to her and shit? Goddamn, this energy drink is hitting me, dude. Like I'm on cocaine right now, dude. Anyway,
you're like fucking freaking out. Like, oh shit, this probably was a bad idea.
Anyways, I guess she's like, I can't let my mom go by herself. So she follows her mom and stuff. And I guess when they got to the trailers, because she lives in a trailer park, it's like a scary movie. She got in there and she says the television was on static. You know,
what the fuck? Really?
Yeah, dude. Supposedly.
Right.
I'm not. I can't say for sure because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's lying either. So, anyways, the TV was on static, like.
Yeah, just like. Yeah.
And I guess all the kids were surrounding the TV crying.
What the fuck?
And then the aunt that played the Ouija board was inside her room. I don't know what she was doing. And then the other aunt was over here freaking out. So my mother-in-law got there and they explained what's going on. And my mother-in-law, she's really Catholic. So she had holy water. So she tells one of her sisters, she tells, I think, my cuñada, hey, persígueme. Mm-hmm. But my cuñada's like, fuck that, I ain't gonna go. So one of her sisters is like, I'll go with you. And then she's like, but you're not strong enough. And then she's like, no, I will. So she's like, whatever you do, just go behind me and don't open your eyes or look sideways. And I guess they started walking down the hall and she started saying her stuff and throwing that holy water. And then I think her sister from the back decides to look to the sides. And I guess her voice went different, dude. She started talking in some dialect that they didn't understand.
Like tongue, no? Like,
yeah.
Like you see in the movies.
Yeah, like in the movies.
Oh, what the fuck?
And then I guess she went in there, did her holy water stuff, and took one of the sisters out, and then she had to come the other sister out. And then after they came down, I guess they were throwing up nonstop.
Yeah, because they say when you get possessed, that happens. Like you start throwing up, you speak tongues.
But I don't know. Do you like? I want to believe it, but at the same time, like, can I believe that? That sounds like a movie, doesn't it? This sounds like I just watched a movie,
bro.
Came up on here and told you a movie, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, like, it does sound like that, but like
what? Like, dude, I would fucking freak out. I would have left once I walked in the trailer, saw the TV in static and kids crying around it.
You're just like, fuck that.
Fuck this shit. I'm leaving.
I don't know, dude, because like in the house that I used to live in, you know my cousin Luigi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they all knew, they all felt stuff at the house, and like I would feel stuff, and I still have nightmares at the house sometimes. But like you can almost tell when shit like that's happening. You know what I mean? Like the air just feels heavy. Like te dan like ganas de correr. Like so I believe it just because like
you went through it.
Yeah, because like maybe not like I see like overboard like the stories that some people tell. But like, there's like a certain thing that you only see when that shit happens.
Cause I don't know, the closest thing I've been to like paranormal stuff, dude, is one day I was in my room and the lights were off and I knew everybody was having dinner downstairs in the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to join them. So I started walking towards downstairs, and there was a shadow. At the time, I didn't think about it, but a shadow just went past me. And then I thought it was my sister, so I just started like, watch out, watch where you're going, fucking, you're scared the fuck out of me, whatnot. And then I go downstairs, dude, and everybody's just looking at me like, who are you arguing with?
Yeah, like you're
like,
right here.
Fucking my sister Myra, I'm like, fucking Myra just fucking ran to the bathroom and almost hit me. And then they're like, they look to the side, they're like, your sister's right here. And I'm like, holy shit. And I was curious to see what, like,
yeah, like what
where did that shadow come from?
Yeah.
And I even felt the wind, like, you know, when someone runs past you, like so close that you can feel like the breeze.
Yeah.
I felt it like that, but I wasn't spooked out, but I always had that behind my head, like, I wonder what it was, or how it was a reflection, or that was about it.
Well, they say like sometimes to some people it doesn't manifest that way because like tienes el carácter like almost like I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like what the fuck you can do to me? You're dead. Like you believe but you don't believe at the same time, so it's like you get the little occurrences like where like okay, vamos a jugar contigo, but como quien dice like los vas a mandar a la verga, you know?
So are you saying that like that's why you don't think the Ouija board worked on us?
Yeah,
because we were more like I don't believe that.
And it also depends on who like comes through that thing. Because like, say you would have got, you guys say, okay, this is what I've heard. Like when you play the Ouija board in an area where it's not like, because they say there's magnetic fields and shit like that, or like where you know somewhere it's haunted or like someone close to you like algo tiene, you know what I mean? And like sometimes like to the most, you could say like powerful people, like strong, like in faith, no les pasa nada. But like, if you're weak, because usually, like, think about it. Like, cada vez que le pasa algo a alguien, like, it's always a person that's like, just like to be straight up and blunt, like depressed, anxious, like, rodando por la vida, like, you know, like shit's going on with them, like, they're not there 100%. And I feel like you're there, like, you're pretty, like,
yeah.
Like, estás al tiro, pues. And sometimes when other people aren't, because they always go for the weak link.
Yeah.
But they wait for the time to, like, como que dice, attack you.
But, like, I know what you're saying, but I don't know. I always wanted to believe, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes I go looking for that. Like, I want to fucking believe. But then at the same time, like, I don't know.
Dude, that's how, like, I believe and I'm not scared. But, like, no voy a buscar algo that, like, is going to fuck me up, you know what I mean? Because, like, we could go and do this shit. Fuck it. If this video gets 1,000 likes, we'll go ghost hunting.
Shut the fuck.
But, like, it's like little things like that. Like, sometimes it happens when you least expect it because you're like, oh, I want to see. They'd be like, no. Like, you're kind of already anticipating for some shit to happen. Where they're like, when it's like that, where you're just kind of like going on about your day. Pues ahí te dan tu sustito, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But there's other ways you can manifest the Ouija board, no? Even like, I don't know if you heard the game where you put a ring on and then you put it like a rope and then you like, I think you spin it and then you ask your questions, and if it goes right or left, it's like a yes or a no. Or
yeah.
if it goes in circles, it's the meaning. I haven't done it, so, but
I know what you're talking about because like they do it like when the girls are pregnant, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, look, oh yeah. That's why I think I saw someone do it because they were pregnant and they wanted to see if they were gonna get a boy or girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they started doing the ring thing, and if it went like sideways, I think it was a.
Oh, if it went side to side, it's a girl, and if it's a circle,
it's a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried that. It was, I don't know. They say it's because, I don't know, like, if you think about it, if you get, like, they say the way that they debunked it, like, when they, like, see it's not true or whatever, like, you just put it here and whatever, like, you know, you can, like, if it starts to slowly go in a circle, you're not going to think about it. It's just going to start going in a circle. And if you wanted to go to side, you just got to, like, kind of, it's like an optical illusion that you're doing yourself with your mind.
You think so?
I think so, dude. I don't think it's, like, I wish we had a little piece of rope so I could show you, like, look, it's going to go side to side and it's going to... Because it's your hand. Like, your hand's talking to your brain. And
but have you done it to see, like, did you ever do it with your wife to see if you were going to get a boy or a girl?
yeah, it came out to boys.
Did it came out true, though?
Yeah. Well, no, because one of them came out to be a girl and it was a boy.
Mm.
With Sammy. Yeah, with Sam. The last one. I haven't tried it this one because...
You can also do it with, I remember at school, at one point, they were doing it with pencils.
I actually played that one.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I played that one. But, like, nothing really happened. So, no, this is bullshit.
Explain, though. How do you play that one?
So, we were in middle school. And I think it was a Charlie game or whatever the fuck. But, like, you put... What is it? I think you put two pencils like this, and then they can start moving close to each other. Or you put it in a cross. And it does that shit. Like, it's been so long, dude, that I played it. No, it's like this. Like, it's like that. Like a plus sign, like that. And then supposedly you ask it a question, and it starts moving like this.
All right.
But that shit never moved. That shit just stayed right there. So I was like, okay, like this is bullshit. So that didn't work for me. So I'm like, but I told you I've had my cards read.
Yeah.
I've done that, and me ha pasado lo que me han dicho, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but you think you would play the Ouija board if you had a chance, or not?
Nah, dude.
No.
Nah. I'm too much of a chicken for that.
Yeah.
I just have a bad feeling. Like, I know that, like, as soon as I play that,
You can feel that. Dice tu cousin that fucking...
the pelvic thrust, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I just have, like, a bad feeling when it comes to that shit. Like, I don't know, like, even seeing it at the store, I'm just like se me enchina la piel. And I'm just like, nah, I don't want to fuck with that. I personally don't want to fuck with that. But también it's because, like, the stuff that I've seen growing up and, like, the little encounters that I have had. Where I'm just like, I don't want to.
So that house you used to live, the house was haunted, or was it you guys?
No, it was fucking haunted.
It was haunted.
It's big time. But I don't know, maybe it could be something personal too. But it's like some people have, I was talking to this about my wife. I was talking with this about, like, with my wife. Because she was asking me the same thing. She's like curious. She's like, oh, why does nothing happen? Or do you believe this and this and that? And, like, you almost have to have, like, an open mind to it for it to kind of work. Or you have to have some way, somehow, like, open your third eye. You believe in that?
Opening your third eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Like, it's because, like I said, I want to believe, but nothing has happened that I can be like, yeah. But I heard about the third eye that there's places where you can go and they
open it for you.
They open it for you. But they say that supposedly, either you can have a good trip or you can have a bad trip y quedas todo pinche mongolo, güey. I don't know if that's true.
No, yeah, it's like when you open it, it's open. Whatever you see, like, when they say, like, que te quedas así todo loco and all that stuff, it's because, like, once you open it, like, you can't tell apart. Like, you can tell apart, but you can't really tell apart sometimes. Tú puedes ver algo, and I could be like, Adrian, you see that dude over there? Like, he's waving at us. And you're going to look at him, what the fuck are you talking about? And see what I mean? So that's why people stay.
I just had someone say, like, you can open your third eye with shrooms.
Yeah. But anything, like, psychedelic.
Like, I don't know. It's hard to believe because, like, I know there's shrooms. I haven't tried it, but I know there's shrooms make you hallucinate.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I go up to you, like, hey, dude, if you try these shrooms, it opens your third eye, you're going to look some fairies over there. Yeah. Well, no shit. They make you hallucinate.
Yeah. Well, what happened? Because, okay, so when you do that, the trip lasts X amount of time, no? So when, it's out of your system, you can think, okay, this should be out of my system by now. It passes in 2 or 3 days, and you see that shit still.
Que te dejó pendejo las pinches. No mames, güey.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I'm trying to, like, but
maybe that's why I don't believe it, because I always try to find, like, the science behind it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've talked to people that have done shrooms, and they're okay.
Well, I talked to people that, like I said, I think done shrooms and crystal, and they all like, hey, I got my third eye open, but how reliable are they?
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's like, okay, so have you heard of the ashwagandha? No, is it ayahuasca? Heard about that?
Ashwagandha? That sounds like fucking
some sex pill or something.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck is... No, I haven't heard about that.
Ayahuasca. Not ashwagandha. Ayahuasca. It's like a tea that's very big in Mexico. Aaron Rodgers does it. Like, there's a couple celebrities that have done it. And it's kind of like, it's like a psychedelic where it takes you on a trip, but you get to see shit. And these saying that your third eye can open with that. I mean, so like you see, it's like a whole fucking thing. We'll make an episode on about it because I have like a shit ton of notes on it. Long story short, like you go on this trip, you heal yourself, yada yada. Like you fix stuff internally with you, and then there's a possibility if you have a third eye and it's somewhat open that it can open up all the way, and you can see that. I'm not saying like, oh, I have a third eye and it's open, but like, bro, I seen some shit. I still see some shit to the day. Y no estoy loco. Well, I don't think I am. You know what I mean? Because like, there's stuff that I can see that I don't have an explanation for. You know what I mean? Like, especially in that house. Like, I don't know si te pueden asustar tanto where it opens. Like, you get so scared that it opens or what, but I know what I heard. Like, dude, I would hear clear footsteps from the kitchen to like my mom's room to the living room to the door, all just being downstairs. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, in my house now, I don't know. It seems good. It doesn't feel bad, but like, you can see shit like walking by.
And did you ever try to find out what happened in that house you used to live in?
No.
But
ever since we moved into that house, the first day that we, like, when we walked it, my parents were looking at buying the house, we walked it, everything felt good. It didn't feel bad. And then once we moved in, we walked it again. And that's when, like, I went downstairs and we were claiming rooms, and I claimed that room. And they had, like, a little, you know how, like, when the stairs are there in that room close to the stairs, there's, like, a little door.
And it's like a little closet, but
yeah, but you see the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went, that room had that closet, and it just looked pitch black. It looked infinite. And when I first moved in there, like, I've shared it way before in this podcast, but like, there was a poster of the Grinch, and I shined a flashlight, and I saw the like eyes light up, and I just felt like a weird, heavy, like scared. I was like, you know what I mean? And then it went away, but then like I could never go into that closet. Like,
just a regular picture of the Grinch or what? The cartoon or the?
No, the Jim Carrey one, the realistic one or whatever. Yeah, that one. Y se veían los ojos like moving side to side, bright yellow. And ever since then, like, I've never been able to go into that closet.
Your parents still own the house or?
No.
Oh no,
not anymore. They got rid of it.
Oh,
yeah. But like,
let's go check it out, dude.
Dude, I drive by here and there, and I'm just like, fuck.
Who lives? Anybody live in it?
Yeah, someone lives in there.
You should go knock. It's like, hey, has any weird shit happened?
Dude, I don't know. I want to, but at the same time, what if I go knock? They're like, oh, that's that motherfucker again. Let's follow his ass.
True.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, even driving by sometimes, I'm like, oh, fuck that. I don't want to pull over.
Fuck. Going back to the topic of the Ouija board, dude. Has your mom told you any scary stories about it?
No. I think she told us once that like someone got possessed, or allegedly someone from her friends got possessed, and like that weird stuff started to happen to her. But I feel like,
did she ever tell you like how did she got rid of that weird stuff happening to her?
Cleanses, limpiezas and all that stuff. And like I'm telling you, we blessed that house so many times, but there was like one time where it was just like, that made me a firm believer. I'm like, oh shit, this shit's real.
Damn, dude. And if you ever had the chance, let's say you had the chance of playing it, what were the questions you ask?
The questions?
Because I feel like everybody wants to play, because you know how dice la verdad?
Yeah.
Like 90% of the time it's truth. So like, I feel like you're always like anxious to see what is it going to tell you. So like, if you ever did play it, what would be the questions you ask?
You want me to be straight up with you, dude?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I already do that in a way.
You do?
When you get your cards read, you want to like know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but right now you're ready. Like, eso ya pasó, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Ahorita si te la pusieran aquí enfrente, what would be the questions you ask? Te tiré un pinche chiste, pero no para que throw it out there.
What? Say it.
Lo están a regañar, güey.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, don't say it. Question I would ask. That's a really good question, because I don't fucking know what I would ask. I'd be too scared to even fucking ask.
Okay, let's say who would you try to get in contact? Because a lot of people do it to get in contact with their family members or friends that passed away, no?
Who would I get in contact with?
Yeah.
These are good fucking questions, dude. Cause
I think you, mi abuelito, güey.
yeah.
Yeah, from my dad's side. That's how I'll try to get in contact with, or mi abuelita.
I don't know, dude. This is like very like recién, but I'd probably talk to my aunt.
Your aunt?
Yeah.
From your mom's side, or?
She's I call her my aunt, but she's not like an aunt in blood. Like she's just like one of my mom's long friends.
Not a
But
close friend.
Yeah, but she like we always grew up saying that was our aunt, and I would probably just ask her like, how is it over there? And I mean, like, is this true? Like, little things like that. But yeah, like I don't know any other questions.
Other questions?
Yeah, I would just ask that like how is it? You know what I mean? Like, is it like what everybody says? Is everything okay?
Fuck. No, I just think I feel like I would ask
What would you ask?
for my grandma or my grandpa. But since I never met them, so like I don't know, I would ask about, because dude, my family's big, but my dad's mom falleció cuando él tenía like, I think añitos, like 3 añitos or something like that. And then his dad got with otra mujer que fue su madrastra, pero no los dejaba juntar con la familia por parte de su papá or su mamá, I think.
I think that's bullshit.
So like we didn't get to know, we have a lot of family, but we don't get to know them a lot. So I would like to just know a little bit about my ancestry, because I feel like you can learn a lot from knowing about your ancestry, like where you came from, like,
No, I know, because I have, like, I know my mom's side very good, but like my dad's side, it's like only like a couple of people that I know.
Pues yo nomás conozco like not even my grandpas, you can say de mis abuelos para adelante, like tíos, tías, but from my actual grandparents y atrás no conozco nada. So me gustaría saber like qué hacían y shit like that.
I get you. That makes more sense. Yeah, see, I think
So esto medio, ¿sí me entiendes? Because there's people that were like, oh, I knew my grandparents really good, and
they would
tell
tell me
stories about when they were growing up and shit like that.
Yeah. Because I have a little bit like that with my grandparents, my dad's side. But like, I was so young when I was with them, like close to them, that like now if you ask me, like I don't know why, but I feel like there's a block. Like I just blacked out a lot of stuff in my life, and I just can't get it back. So I would probably ask like my great grandparents, like how was it back in the day?
Yeah.
Things like that. I don't know. But if you had it here in front of you, that's who you would talk to?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I'll go through it, but like I'm saying, we're just talking here,
There's just so much like at stake. You know what I mean? Like I hear it all the time, like people play it, but I see movies and I'm just like, fuck that.
We have to bring someone that has played it, dude, or knows about it real good.
Dude, I think Skylar has played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skylar's played it, so we have to probably get him on here and talk about it. Or if you guys played it at home, let us know what were your guys' thoughts. Or what do you guys think about that? Do you believe in everything that we're saying, or
Yeah. I don't know. When I was telling you that story earlier about, I was all hyped up, dude. I feel like I was talking hell fast, dude.
No, you were good.
But when my sister-in-law was telling me that story, dude, we were doing a podcast at night, like para la casa del terror, when we used to do it, and she was telling that. That's how I got the idea, dude.
Because of that?
Yeah, because every time we would get together, it was like we would have dinner, have a couple of drinks out of nowhere. You know how Mexican parents are. Yeah, out of nowhere, they're like, oh, remember this house, and this happened and that happened. And that's all like, oh, shit, I should just get something started. But when she was telling me that, dude, I wanted to believe it. But then it sounds like if I tell someone else, like I feel like it sounds like a movie. Just imagine walking in the house, the TV.
You know what's weird, though, dude? Like when people tell me these stories, like I get like vivid images of what you're saying.
No, but I do too. But like, for me, it sounds like fake. Like,
yeah.
Like maybe I have to live it or be like, okay, I see
what they're talking about.
Yeah, like the TV's is static and the kids are crying. Like if I was one of the kids, what the fuck am I doing? They're sitting down crying, dude. I'll just get the fuck out. ¿Sí me entiendes what I'm trying to say? No,
I get it. Like, But I think it's because like maybe it happened, or do you recall anything like that, like when you were growing up, like as a kid? Or
Well, ahorita que I think about it, dude, there was a time that my parents went out dancing, and we had a family friend that lived with us. It was a friend from my mom and dad, and she had to stay and babysit us. And I remember that day we were watching movies, and I don't know if you remember the big TVs back in the days,
the box ones,
that
Mitsubishis.
Yeah. So we had one of those, and it was like 3 a.m, dude, and that TV turned out of nowhere, and static too. But we didn't thought nothing. I think our babysitter got the fucking. You can see her face. She got scared, but she's like, no. Se prendió solita y la apagó, and that was the only thing. But I always wonder, like, I wonder if it was just like un circuito que la prendió. But pues I never had really. I never been scared, pues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I'm telling you, you're more like fuerte.
Yeah, and that house is in the house that we live right now.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if you knew, but that house belonged to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I lived there since I was like before. We didn't live all the time there, but we moved out and he rented it, and then I came back to it.
Okay, yeah.
So in that house, mi hermana también decía que miraba la mano peluda.
Oh shit.
So I guess one day she was watching TV and que una mano del pasadizo salió y she only saw that hand, and she just started saying que la mano peluda. And the funny thing is that after we moved out of that house, mi papá se la rentó a unos tíos de mi esposa. And I'm going to have to look that picture. Anyways, they took a picture of the room, dude, and abajo de la cama se mira la puta mano, güey.
No fucking
I have to look for those pictures.
No.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, okay. Speaking of that, just real quick, because my aunt, like at the digo, they were walking home from the park, and she lives like on a main street, like really main street. And she was walking in, and she was taking a picture on the old phones, like the old LG phones. And she took a picture of her kid. And you can see the kid, like my prima, like my cousin, on her little bike. But like in back of her, you can see like a form of a kid walking. And like she took multiple pictures, like the quick ones. And she's like, what the fuck is that? And then she sent it to my mom. I remember this vividly. She sent it to my mom. She's like, look, someone followed us home.
That's crazy, dude, how cameras can capture that shit. Because I have, ¿tú conoces Edgar?
Yeah, Edgar.
Yeah, Robles.
Yeah, the pipe guy.
Yeah.
That
he's pretty tall. And I don't know if you.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so he was telling me that well, he wasn't telling me, but I guess somehow it got linked around my suegra and her family. But anyways, I guess his mom took a picture. Y salió una niña atrás de la foto, güey. And I guess they looked into it, and en ese mismo lago, una niña se murió ahogada. And I think it's the same little girl that appeared behind that picture.
Bro, did I tell you what happened when I went to the lake? No? It was a couple weeks ago. Sorry to interrupt you. This is when you were saying that shit. So we went to the lake, to Bear Lake, like a couple weeks ago. Like it was like, it was like either early July or like late. No, it was early July. And we went to the lake, whatever. We got invited to go camp. And then the people that invited us, they're really good friends with my suegros. And like they know and they watch the show and all that stuff. And they're like, oh, yeah, viene Tony, so we can do campfires and tell scary stories. And I was there, but it was so windy, dude. So windy that I couldn't really chill out. I was like watching the babies and stuff like that. But I guess they were talking about it like earlier on that day before we got there. Some girl drowned because she was like on a paddleboard.
That same day.
Yeah, that same, like, dude, hours. Not even hours, like minutes before we got there, like, bien sacado and all that stuff. And we got there, everything was chilling, whatever, having a good time, doing everything, setting the tents. And they're talking, the campfires going on. And then de repente, like, a big windstorm comes in. And, like, I have to go pee. And I start walking over there. And they were just telling that story. And then they played the story about the devil that showed up in the disco in Tijuana.
Oh, it was a big story, no?
Yeah. They were telling me that, oh, Tony's here with the podcast, it's scary stories, whatever. And they put that on. I'm minding my own business now. I got to go to the bathroom. And I get up, dude. I start walking towards the bathroom. And I'm going, and I like, the corner of my eyebrow, I just see someone just fucking run. Beige and all that shit. I was like, oh, it's probably just someone in the campsite. Whatever, I'm going to go pee. I come back and they're all still talking, but everybody's there. No one's left. No one's got up. And I was like, hey, did any of you guys get up? Like, no, nobody got up. I was like, who the fuck ran back there? Dude, se fueron pálidos. And I'm like, no, swear to God, like someone from the cars like was running. He said, altita. It looked like a girl, like beige and all that stuff. And they're like, oh, that's when they were telling me, oh, es que aquí, like, se ahogó alguien.
But did you describe that girl?
Yeah, bro, to the T. And they're like, well, it was like, they said it was a younger girl. And they look like a little girl just running, bro. So like things like that, man, pasado, and I'm just like,
Yeah. Do you believe in that? You know how they say when you die in a tragic scene,
yeah,
sometimes your soul gets lost because you don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't realized that you died. You believe in that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do. Because I have another story también where I was living in Wisconsin. Era bien pata de perro, you could say. And I remember one time I was leaving my friend's house. And it's all farm over there, dude. Like cornfields everywhere, deer everywhere. And I was coming back home. I was coming back home. And I took a roundabout. And in that roundabout, I saw my car hit a deer and just like everything went white. But like after that, I don't remember anything. I just remember like waking up in bed, like already in bed, and like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like,
You think you died for a couple minutes, or what were you trying to say?
I got home good, dude. I got home good, like, but I don't remember getting home.
Oh, orale.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I was drinking, but I wasn't drinking like to that point. So like, I think about it. It's okay. Like if that would have happened, like, and I would have died,
You would have still got home.
imagine like me thinking, okay, I'm going back home. Or like someone that dies, they just think they got back home.
Do you know? I should be interested if we had someone on the podcast from the Moore that works in the Moore.
Bro, I want to get someone in there.
Because I heard some crazy stories too there that I guess when they're changing the people
Mm-hmm.
to their funeral suits and stuff, like the bodies will get stiff. They like no los dejan que los cambien.
Mm-hmm.
So they gotta be like, hey, relájate, like you'll be fine. Déjate que te cambie.
Yeah.
Ya estás muerto. Don't imagine that shit, dude.
That shit gives me chills, bro.
No, I know. Like, it's like cuando decimos que estuve el muerto, güey.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had dreams que tú piensas que estás muerto and you're like, hey, please, déjame vivir, like, give me one more chance or whatnot. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, shit. Like, I literally thought I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had those dreams or no?
No.
No?
No, but I've heard people have those.
Yeah, güey. So, se siente verdadero. Se siente como que...
¿Qué te vas?
No, pues estás soñando, ¿verdad? You're dreaming. And then let's say whatever you're doing in your dream. Like, let's say let's put an example. Like, let's say that you're fighting in your dream, and then in your dream you get stabbed or shot, and you know in your dream that you died, but it feels so realistic that when you die, you're like, oh, just give me one more chance. I don't want to die. And then, like, it looks so realistic, but then you wake up and you know it was a dream, and you're like so relieved. You're like, oh,
shit.
I don't know. I had like 2 or 3 dreams like that where I feel like I'm not here no more, and it feels so realistic. And then when I wake up, I'm like, fuck, goddamn, good thing it was a dream.
No.
So I don't know.
Never had that, dude.
No?
Never had. I've heard about it, but no, I've never. Except for that one time, I'm telling you, the car. I saw the car crash. Like I vividly saw the car that I had, everything. And I saw it, dude. I saw the car. Like, ahí quedé. But I woke up in my bed like nothing.
Yeah.
And that was one of those dreams where I'm like, it like took me a second to like, but oh shit, okay, it was either a dream and I got home and I didn't notice, or.
So you never found out if it was a dream or you did hit the fucking deer?
I went outside to check my car, dude. My car was fine.
So it was a dream?
I think it was a dream, yeah.
Oh, that.
I think. I could be fucking dead and I'm just imagining all this shit.
That's crazy, dude.
But things like that, bro, I don't know. It's very unknown, the possibilities that are out there. That's why I don't play with the fucking Ouija board.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able. Or who knows, dude? Maybe here in the future, who knows?
I don't know. If someone can guarantee me and nothing bad's gonna happen, I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. But I'll probably pussy out at the end of at the last minute. I'll be like, oh no, dude, I can't. My wife doesn't let me go. Fleek.
No, está cabrón, güey. That's all you got about the Ouija then?
Yeah, bro. Just don't play it. If you play it, let me know. If you're possessed, just stay the fuck away from me. But yeah, and if you guys have ever played with it, like send us a DM through Instagram at La Cantina Podcast or Facebook, or leave it in the comments and be like, oh, I experienced this, and we'll share the story. Like I said earlier, it's spooky season, so we're going to get into that. You guys are going to see some more spooky content. But if you guys want to get back to the personal shit, let us know in the comments.
But nunca los dejan saber, pues, güey.
I know, dude. You guys never say anything. It could be our fault, too, though.
It is a podcast de La Cantina, güey.
Yeah.
I mean, parecen fantasmas. So it is probably
Dude, it is, yeah. Stuff happens. There's a lot of stories about cantinas and ghosts and cantinas and stuff like that. So.
Well, invítalos, güey. Whoever comments, que they'll come and share us their stories with us.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. If you guys comment, you guys got a story. If you guys don't ever feel like you guys can't come on the show, like whoever wants to come in, all it takes is a DM. A DM or a personal either text or to me or Adrian, whoever wants to be on the show, like the doors are always open. It's a cantina. Just come share your story. We'll have drinks for you. We had Red Bull here, but I think it was a bad idea for Adrian.
Dude, that shit had me fucking hyped up.
I know. I saw
It never really hits me, though.
No?
No, so that's why I hella drink thing. Ahorita when I was telling my story, I feel like I was all over the place.
I saw you twitching. I was like,
I'm about to tell you,
shit.
edit that part out, dude.
Hey, yeah. No, we weren't that bad. No, but yeah, if you guys like this episode, please let us know in the comments. Like I said, share your story. Do what you guys got to do. Show some love to my boy Rambo. Show some love to me. Anything you want to say, Rambo?
No, that's it.
No? All right.
Yeah,
Well,
para la próxima.
para la próxima, this has been your host with the most, or Tonylatorta, or whatever you beautiful people want to call me today. You guys have a great, wonderful day. And hey, spooky season is just right around the corner. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Dukes, guys.